Hi. Okay, so this is a very empty project, and I'm going to show you something about state and binding. So let's start, and let's state I had var name string equal to. Okay, so if we go and here text field, it is now enter name, yes, string name. Okay, so here write text hello name. So let's set a condition if name is empty, so not name is empty, and here is okay. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so as you see we are and we let's enter name J. So as we update this, the view also updates the variable. Okay, so let's check another thing. So let's say copy and paste interview name. So here let's say interview email, and let's state email, and okay, so this. So enter your email, enter your phone. Okay, so let's see for this word phone. Okay, phone, your email, enter your password, enter your phone, and so let's update these variables as well. Email, password, phone, and address. Okay, so let's check, and here also we will do some changes. We can call your name is okay, then let's copy paste the whole thing. Okay, and okay, and let's so five fields. Okay, so let's see. Email, not empty. Your email is phone address. Okay, so let's hide the password. We don't need to show the password. Phone and address. Let's check. Okay, so let's see. Legit, and here, sorry. Okay, the rate of from and password, for example, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and address, test address. So as we are updating the variables, it's updating there also. So let's do another thing is, for example, password. We don't want to take simple passwords. Let's make this secured. Secure field. Yes, secure field. And now let's run it again. Short it, and then short it at the rate of gmail.com, and password will be, yes, password and phone number, address, test address, test address. So let's make it little bit formal, and let's make like form and form, and then okay, so space. All right, now let's see. Okay, so we gave a little bit style to the form. Now let's do another thing is, so for example, sometimes we need these fields to be styled. For example, it's very basic text field, and we are going to style this a bit. So for example, let's start a new view. Start. Okay, so let's build here. Text field, text field. Let's start this form, and okay, let's make it a little bit styled. For example, we styled frame 850, and then we want to add some padding in it. Dot horizontal comma. Okay, so for now let's want it to create shape, rounded rectangle, original size 8. This round radius 8, and let's give it border. Okay, and then this okay, and let's make it a little bit. Okay, and so this one is looking a little bit. Okay, so let's not add a border. Border doesn't look good, so let, for example, keep shape around that rectangle. So, and dot background, mm, color gray. Okay, and here is okay. Now it looks little better than before. So we copy and paste all this like this. Okay, okay. So what about if there is 100 fields or 20 fields? Will we copy and paste this way all these things? No, that's not good. So let's make a new view. Extract custom text field, view. Okay, so custom text field, and let's make a view. Where body body some views. So okay, so far the state property worked, but now let's make it like this, and let's add two things. Var label string and binding var name string. Now let's here label and text binding var value. Let's make it value. So so for example, if it works at first time, you won't understand what is happening here. So let's make like var value. So var value string is equal to string. Okay, so let's make it like state var value. So like we added state private var name, so we are adding state var value string. So let's make it like state string value. Now everything is good, so let's replace with this thing custom text field, enter your name, value, string name. Okay, so it doesn't work, so let's make it like value name. So if we put like this or something like this, for example G, and let's remove this and we make, okay, so enter your email and here is, for example, something a c v a c at the rate of gmail.com, and again here enter your password and value 1 2 3 4 5 6, and enter your phone value, some value, your address, mm, test address. Okay, so let's remove these things, we don't need them anymore. Okay, now let's run this and see what happens. Okay, so as you see, the values we entered and the custom text field and all these things work, but if we change the values, they will not get changed. And you can see, uh, for example, these things are no longer working. We are updating the values here, but the values aren't getting updated. For example, let me show you a value name, name, and let's see. So here we are adding the name. So you can see here state private var name string, and this name we passed here, and we are passing the value here, and it should automatically change this value, right? But it's not doing like that. So if you see, and if we change here to email and password, password, and here we're changing the phone number, sorry, phone, and here we are changing the address, so address. Now let's see. So as we update these things should be updated here, right? Okay, so as we write something here, write something here, and write something here, and write something here, but these things not getting updated here. Okay, so for these things, Swift UI came with a great solution called binding properties. Now let's binding. So binding were value. Okay, so let's remove it. And now, okay, so here let's binding. So for the binding, we need to use dollar sign. So we are binding the state properties here, password, phone, and address. Now, as soon as you update the values here, the values will get updated here as well. Let's check it out. So let's see. Yes, you can see the component. I don't know what the keyboard does, but I write here Sarojit, but it updates automatically. Okay, so your name is Sarojit and email Sarojit at the rate of gmail.com. So you can see these things are automatically updated. Your name, your email, and password, phone, address, test, address. So you can see these things are updated like this. So for this type of reusable custom components, we need to use binding properties so that we can bind the state properties with another view. So let's do one thing here. Var is secure false. So let's make it like if is secure else. Okay, so and here we are making like this. So secure field, secure field. Okay, so let's see. And for the password field, we are going to this is secure equal to true. Let's see. So Ajit and rate of Gmail and password 123456 and phone 0192939. Okay, so address is test address. So this is what and how the state properties and binding properties works in Swift UI. Please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know in comments and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.